नीचे दिए हुए लाल बटन पर क्लिक करके इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और घंटी के बटन को क्लिक करना ना भूलें। बीकेटी मीडिया प्राइवेट लिमिटेड। Namaskar and welcome to the yet another exciting episode of the Unique Talk series Chartered Accountants The Growth Gears Season 2, presented by Committee for Members in Industry and Business, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. This is Shilpa Bhawana and I am at your service for the inspirational dialogue with yet another chartered accountant who is excelling in the industry with supreme success. So my dear friends, welcome aboard.
Chartered accountants are known as the complete business solution providers because of their ability and competence to provide professional services in the areas ranging from accounts to audit, planning to production, marketing to sales, income tax to information technology, and so on. Contribution of CAs have been acknowledged in fields like mergers and acquisitions, management consultancy, insolvency, valuation, forensic accounting, fundraising through various modes. Chartered accountants as strategic partners are essential to achieve success in any business.
Friends, mishaps are the pointers of how delicate human life can be and how we got to deal with it systematically. A chartered accountant is known to deliver in various fields, be it taxation or the audit, finances, and sometimes the lives. Today we are meeting one such chartered accountant who is round the clock working to safeguard these two important parts of anyone, the life and the finances. Yes, my dear friends, get ready to explore the journey of a person who has started as a chartered accountant and today he is the managing director of one of the finest organizations in the insurance sector. Yes, I am talking about the MD and CEO of Canara HSBC Life Insurance, CA Anuj Mathur.
With an experience of more than 29 years, Anuj Mathur is an accomplished chartered accountant who specializes in navigating through unpredictable financial and regulatory environment. He is also a recipient of CA Business Leader, Mid-Corporate BFSI by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India in January 2021.
So, most welcome to the show.
Namaskar Shilpa, my pleasure to be on this show. Thank you.
Today you are on such a position where you have a 360-degree vision for the organization and you have the authority to strategize for that as well. But when we look back towards the initiation years of your career, so you started as a chartered accountant, but when we say a chartered accountant, before that a lot of other studies are also involved. So would you like to share that journey with us?
Yeah, definitely. In fact, I passed out, I did my graduation in 1988 and in fact I completed in 1991 and that's when I got into this course of chartered accountancy. And for me it was a dream which I started pursuing in 1991 without knowing whether I'll kind of achieve my dream, whether I'll reach that stage or it will remain a dream.
So you always wanted to be a chartered accountant?
Shilpa, I'll be honest here. I think that's when I got into secondary school, that's when I thought that, okay, this is the course I want to pursue.
Okay.
And since then it was a dream for next few years.
So when did this dream became reality?
This became reality in 1994. So almost 28 years back, that's when I passed out from the institute and that was a great moment for me.
जी, तो सर कैसे पता चला आपको कि अब आप CA बन गए? Because on those times I feel the results used to be like displayed over there on the notice boards.
Absolutely, I still remember and actually The most difficult part of this course is when you have given your exams, when you have written your exams, and then you're waiting for the results.
Yeah.
And when you get to know that the result is coming on such and such day, your heartbeat starts. And I still remember that day. Yeah, you're right. Those days there was no result on digital media and all that. So one had to go to the institute to see whether the name is there or not.
Yeah.
So I still remember I went to the institute that was in ITO in Delhi. And there used to be kind of poster or paper pasted on the wall where there used to be display and number of sheets there with roll number, name and result. And I was going through the list. First list gone, second list gone.
Okay.
And then I saw my name. And it was, I think, moment of my life.
Wow.
Unbelievable, to be honest, because you prepare for exams. You do your kind of hard work and all of that.
You've given your 100%.
Give you, not even just 100%, 120%.
120%.
And then you wait for that day. So it was really a big day for me, not just for me, but for my family also.
Exactly. So, sir, as you said that on a very early stage, you got to acknowledge the calling of your heart that you want to become a chartered accountant. But who inspired you for that? From where did that motivation came?
So Shilpa, now I think there are many options for students, but if I just go back 32 years back, there were very limited options. And out of that, CA course always stood as something which is of great reputation, right? It's only one institute across India, one standard course, and one standard examination. I always thought of OCA being a very, very kind of a intelligent person or maybe someone who can achieve a lot in life. So I think that's where the inspiration started, and that's when I started thinking, oh, this is one course I should pursue.
As you said that you give your 120% to get that degree, to have that qualification, like having that prefix in front of your name is not that easy. So do you remember those days? How difficult was it?
It was pretty difficult, I'll be very honest here. And one thing which I really compliment this institute, I think the kind of grind through which people go through when they are pursuing this course, it's not easy because you have to do your training and then you have to study also and then you have to give your exams all during the same time. So it was never easy, it was always very difficult. The pass percentage used to be single digit, some 2-3% is what we used to hear. So it was actually a difficult ask, honestly, if you ask me. But yeah, now I can say that yes, I did it.
It was worth doing it.
It was worth doing it.
As you said that you have to do your training, you have to prepare for your examinations and like other things as well that you have to do for your personal life as well. So do you feel that time management is being taught as a like core ingredient of this training of this qualification?
Absolutely. I think this is what we are taught from day one. Time management, multitasking. Because you have to do simultaneously many things. You have to manage your office, you have to manage your studies, you have to manage your course. And I think this is what helps you in future. And if I just go back and if I see last 28, 30 years, I have never cribbed working hard, or I've never cribbed saying that, oh, I have to work for so many hours. I think that's ingrained. Or that's
and you learn to enjoy that.
Yeah, you actually start enjoying it. So no longer it's a burden for you. So I think this is one course which kind of teaches you to kind of face that challenging environment with a smile.
Yeah, exactly. So when you are into such struggle period, at that time, you also want someone who makes you smile, to bring that smile on your face. And Institute of Chartered Accountants of India is always being doing that work for the students who are being enrolled. So how do you see that thing? Like, was there any such kind of incident with you as well, when you got stuck somewhere and you just thought, okay, now Institute will help me out for that, and you actually got that help?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, Shilpa, if I just go back 32 years back when I pursued this course, that time the means were very, very limited. And also, in fact, if I recall, I used to read a lot of study material given by the institute. In fact, I prepared for my exam from the study material. And whenever there was some kind of challenge or something, those days, I don't know if that's still there, the institute used to conduct classes. I actually found it very, very useful that time. That time, virtual classes were not there. Now these are different times. But I remember going to the auditorium where the classes used to get conducted. And after that, there was a very good library in the institute. And many a times I used to sit there, study there. And it provided very conducive environment, because you see, when you're studying at home, you are alone, you're studying. But when you are sitting in an environment, let's say a library or auditorium, it used to give a lot of kind of positive energy that yes, you can do it. So I think that way, Institute has created that ecosystem, not now, but for many years. And also I think the warmth. I remember walking into a CA Institute and people used to kind of be friendly. If there was any problem, you could talk, you could share.
कोई डर नहीं है.
डर नहीं था और बड़ा आराम से वो हुआ. And I think I really recall and enjoy that or cherish those moments which I had in early 90s.
And now you are on like top of the hierarchy where you are playing your like you are executing your parts and your duties. So how much do you see that your qualification of chartered accountancy is helping you out while you are performing your current role in this organization? Because when we talk about a chartered accountant, he is from a financial field, but then converting it to the later onto the different fields and in grasping all the energies together. So how do you see this?
See, first of all, I think one good thing about this course is actually it helps you in your analytical skills in terms of better understanding of the numbers. And irrespective of whichever hierarchy you are at or wherever your level is, I think understanding of the numbers is very, very important, right? So even at this level, when I'm CEO of this company, for me to understand the numbers, for me to analyze those numbers, for me to kind of understand the impact of that, and obviously the other traits which we kind of undergo during this course, in terms of hard work, in terms of pakka integrity. I think these are the things which really help you in your professional career. I think one thing which we are taught, that come what may, don't sacrifice on your personal integrity, don't sacrifice on your financial integrity, even if there's pressure, don't sulk. Adhere to those standards and deliver in line with what the institute's expectation is. So I think that actually helps a lot in your professional career.
The Institute of Chartered Accountants of India is one of the biggest makers of chartered accountants within the world.
One reason why members of ICI are the most sought after finance professionals by the industry is that business is in the plasma of our membership. They know how business is set up, how to run it competitively and effectively to the best advantage of investors and the public, thereby contributing our bit towards society. The fraternity has successfully embraced and adapted very well to the recent technological changes and evolved business scenarios worldwide.
The Institute has always been motivated in creating world-class chartered accountants with the acute practical training to its students via their unique articleship program that provides 100% placement by the ICAI.
The USP and uniqueness of CA course is its articleship training. No any course can provide hands-on training while undergoing and passing various level of CA examination. Exposure and familiarity with the nitty-gritty and complexity of business methods and process are made available by this CA course to its article training. This training helps them in their practical and problem solving requirement when they are ready to serve various stakeholders of the trade and industry.
Large size business houses and financially sound governments can fall like house of play cards if they do not manage their finances well. For managing finances, accounting is the backbone and foundation stone without which an entity cannot even track its financial transactions. Also, accrual basis of accounting is the only best accounting system universally recognized and followed. Government of India, which was following cash basis of accounting, now ICI is helping it to switch to more reliable accrual basis of accounting.
You are in this organization for like more than a decade now, I think almost 15 years now. Being on the same place and having executed different things every day. So how do you see that thing coming out of you?
So first of all, I've been here for last 15 years, you are right, absolutely right. But I have done multiple roles during these 15 years. And in fact, this is my advice to the CA students, the aspirants, that never be fixated about what you're going to do. Many a times, a person may feel, oh, I'm a chartered accountant, so my specialization is finance.
So I'll do only the
I'll
accounting
spend my
part.
entire life in accounting or taxation or audit. No, that's not right. I started my career in this company as head of legal compliance and risk.
Yeah, that's, see, it has nothing to do with the finances.
Very different. And then I became CFO. And then I was given this opportunity. And I think the fact that I'm here in this seat is not because of that, okay, I am a finance expert, but also I think what is important today, and this is something which I would like to highlight.
So,
Today's world is about good governance, is about risk management, is about compliance, right? So as a CA, I think this is something which is taught to us as part of our course. But I think when you start practicing, it really helps.
do you feel anytime like, okay, this was the one of the cases or this was one of the incidents, I could actually deal it better because I had this qualification of CA, because it is an added advantage after
Absolutely, yeah. So Shilpa, as I mentioned, I think one kind of skill which we learn during the CA course is the analytical ability.
Yes.
Ability to dissect the numbers, ability to understand them. So when I got into this role in 2015, I took some decisions, and those were very bold decisions. I'm lucky that I had this qualification. I was able to kind of see the impact of this on the business.
The
I could
foresightedness.
forecast, okay, if I'm taking this decision, what will be the impact? And actually that helped.
Sir, when we talk about the insurance sector, this is one such sector which is actually has got that tenderness as well, because आप लोगों से बहुत सीधा connect करते हैं, and the people are sensitive about this.
Yes.
And when you are a chartered accountant, you are a hardcore person dealing with the figures. So how do you make that combination work?
So I think, Shilpa, I'd like to add something. When you do your course, when you do chartered accountancy, that training period of 3 years, which is articleship,
So,
that gives you, I'll say, all kind of experience to deal with people. So it's not just about numbers. When you are doing audit, or even when you are kind of getting into taxation and going to the department to sort out things, you acquire the interpersonal skills, which are very important. So there is life beyond numbers also.
how to deal with people.
How to deal with people, how to get things done, how to influence them positively. So I think those are the things which, as part of the course, people don't realize. But now when I just look back, I think those 3 years which I kind of spent there at very, very junior level, but interacting with the client, walking up to the general manager finance, seeking information, influencing the stakeholders,
तो वो एक चरित्र का हिस्सा बन
वो एक
गया.
चरित्र का हिस्सा बन जाता है. Ultimately, leader is successful only if he's an influential leader.
Exactly.
If he or she is able to take people along. So I think this is some skill set which I would say probably when I was doing the course, I got some initial kind of ideas, and
Ji.
then over a period of time, I've developed.
So, sir, even being in the complex situations, you need to be updated as per the knowledge is concerned. Because when we talk about a chartered accountant, every time some legal compliance is coming, some policies are changing on the government level, and you have to be updated alongside with that same thing. What would you like to say about it?
So Shilpa, this is true for any profession. I think attaining professional qualification is one thing, but then applying it to the business and also keeping updated in terms of what are the new developments, and things are changing on the fly. And something which I really recommend, particularly to young chartered accountants, which we have in our company also, that keep yourself updated, keep on reading. I think reading is very helpful, and I think our institute provides a brilliant opportunity. There is monthly kind of magazine which comes, newsletter, updates are there almost on daily basis, and I think it's really important for everyone, be in this profession or otherwise, to be fully updated in terms of what's happening on the professional front.
जब हम चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स की बात करते हैं तो सीएस भगवान तो नहीं है. Sometimes it happens कि आप किसी चीज को समझना चाहते हैं and you are not able to understand, but here the institute comes and they play their part.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think there are so many things which are happening. In fact, if I look at the institute's role in last 10-15 years, they've become very, very active.
Yes.
So there are regular classes which are happening, and there are number of hours which you have to kind of complete in terms of continuing with your certificate of practice or membership. So I think these are good things which the institute is doing. This course provides you that kind of ammunition, that kind of platform where you can update yourself, where you can apply this knowledge in your day-to-day working.
So today, if I tell you that you have to go through that examination one more time,
Oh
will you
no,
be ready?
I can't even think of that. It was really tough time. Today, if you ask me even to clear one paper, I think will be a Herculean task for me.
Yes, तो attempt से डर लगता है साहब.
बिल्कुल डर लगता है.
सर बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे बात करके. But before we say a goodbye to you, here is a special segment that we call Shilpa Bhawana Special.
Okay.
And that's a rapid fire round.
Oh.
So I'll be saying some words and you have to react to those words. Financial services,
Expert,
chartered accountant,
pride,
Institute of Chartered Accountants of India,
brilliant institution,
life insurance.
privileged to be part of life insurance.
See Anuj Mathur.
I'm enjoying.
And we also enjoyed with you, but I would really like to ask you that is there any tips that you would like to give to the students, because there are many aspiring students who are ready to join in this chartered accountancy fraternity और वो अपनी qualification के लिए prepare कर रहे हैं. So what would you like to say them?
One is clearing exam. So guys, do focus on studies. It's very important, and this course is not easy. So one is very kind of hard work which is required, but at the same time, please also look at the financial markets. I think there is very close kind of linkage with what we do in our day-to-day activities and these markets.
Exactly.
And the way India is growing, I think we are all proud of. I think this country is going to be a 5 trillion economy in some time.
Bilkul, we hope for that.
We are in the right time trying to shape up this economy, and I think from 5th largest economy, I think this country will be maybe 2nd or 3rd largest economy in some time. So as a CA, I think we are going to play a very pivotal role in this. And for playing that pivotal role, it's not just passing the exam, it's not just the educational qualification, but this holistic experience, which is very important.
Yeah. Sir, as you said that we are there on the right path to the 5 trillion economy, as we all are going to ahead it. How much onus lies on the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India when we say that there are soldiers as chartered accountants, they are working right for this 5 trillion economy? How do you see that? How much onus is there on ICAI?
Institute is doing a great service in partnering with government also. In fact, there are so many committees which government has formed where there are representatives from the institute. And the reason for that is that if the economy has to grow, the financial base has to be very strong. Even if I look at kind of ministry and all that, we have got brilliant chartered accountants who are sitting there, who are actually helping the government in terms of translating this into actual.
And actually, we have got the chartered accountants in the parliament also now.
Absolutely, yeah.
Many of them are there.
That's why I said that chartered accountants are versatile. You'll find them everywhere.
Lovely talking to you, and you gave so much of your precious time and so much of the knowledge to our viewers. Thank you so much for joining us.
I'm privileged to be part on this show. It's my pleasure to be here and recalling my old days. Thank you very much, Shilpa, for giving me this opportunity, and thanks to the institute as well. Thank you. Namaskar.
Someone has rightly said that finance seems impossible until it is done by a chartered accountant. And today, after meeting CA Anuj Mathur and having an interactive session with him, I can actually say that not only finances but also life safeguarding seems impossible until it is done by a chartered accountant. We promise you that we will continue to bring you more such inspirational talks with the accomplished chartered accountants who have not only made a mark in the industry, but they have also proved themselves to be the inspiration for the profession. This is Shilpa Bhawana saying alvida for today. Keep watching Chartered Accountants The Growth Gear Season 2, presented by Committee for Members in Industry and Business, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Jai Hind.